everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today, like I said in my previous video, we are going to be starting with the motovox. This is my wife's mini bike that I will probably use from time to time. It's getting a Predator 212, which obviously is enough power to carry my weight. So what I plan on doing right now is just stripping it completely down to the frame, and then I'm going to go take it to get washed. I'm at the storage unit, so there's no running water here to get it cleaned up. And if I'm going to paint it, I obviously have to clean it up first. There's dirt all over it. Like, I just rubbed my finger against it, and it's like already black. I don't know if you can see that, but it's black. So let's start stripping her down and then go get her cleaned up. So obviously we're going to start with the motor. Then we have to fight with getting this chain off, since it's like rock hard. Then we're going to go ahead and remove the seat. I don't even know where that went. After that, we are going to remove the tires. Woo. After the tires, we're going to remove the fenders. And after the fenders, we are going to remove the brake assembly, the handlebars, throttle assembly. Don't do that. And that should be it. I can't think of anything else that would need to come off after that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, and obviously the front faceplate. Okay, and just like that, she is now stripped down to the bare bones. So we are going to take this over to the car wash now, get it all cleaned up, including the fenders, since, you know, obviously. Yeah, so we're going to take this over to the car wash now. We're going to go ahead and clean it up and get it looking sparkly, brand new. Then we're going to bring it back and start painting it, reassembling it. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. Ba-doop. Alright, and here she is. Here is the frame all cleaned up. I gotta get some of this the sticker here. I gotta get that off. It's the old motovox sticker. C-M-O-T. That's a T, right? Motovox is what it said. But anyway, check this out. They had a hole saw for the chain roller. It sat right up in here, and the chain would roll on it. It's not a bad idea, but they make things for this. Like, I don't know, it just seems kind of like redneck hillbilly rigged up. The other thing is this handlebar. I don't know what they, not handlebar, but handle. I don't know what they used to put this handle on, but it is not coming out. I'm assuming it's like PVC cement or something, because it's like a part of the frame now. I have to go over it with a razor knife to get it off. And at this point, what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and dry this off as much as possible. Let it sit to dry for a little bit, and then we are going to hit the entire thing. I got to get this off. We got to hit the entire thing with a primer, and then hit it again with black. It is time to prime. I would have loved to do it outside today, but not happening. This is terrible weather. I hate this kind of weather. But anyway, it is time to prime. She is all primered up and ready to be hit with the next paint, which is this black here. Rust-Oleum High Performance Enamel. Works great. We're going to go ahead and let this dry for about, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the motor, see what kind of condition it is in, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And here it is. Man, it's not in terrible condition, but he did say it's been sitting outside for 4 years, so I want to go ahead and pop it open and take a look, see what we got. See that little gap right there where it's like a little bit darker? I don't even know if you can tell. There it is. Right in that little gap. That's the inside of the combustion chamber. So that's obviously not good. But here's the condition that the motor is in. The carburetor's gone because it was trash. I ordered a new one. It'll be here soon. But not a bad looking 212. Alright, I gotta take the gas tank off. I gotta take off this crappy muffler. I gotta take off this centrifugal clutch. I want to open up the flywheel, take a look inside there. And I want to open up the casing. I want to see if there's any water inside my motor. So here's where we are, guys. I got some of the pieces of the motor taken apart, as you can obviously tell. We're gonna go ahead and order a new spark plug as well with the coil, because this one is starting to fray right up in here, and I just don't want that to become an issue in the future. Plus, you know, these are only like a few bucks, so if you can upgrade it, why not? We're gonna go ahead and take this flywheel off. And looking at the inside of here, so looking at the inside of the combustion chamber, it is like black as night in there. So I want to get inside there and figure out what's going on. Hopefully they didn't take in any water or anything like that. Look at this. They just used like gasket sealer for where the governor was. So this thing needs to be done right. We're gonna spend some time. Look, it's coming off right now. Wow, that easy, guys. I just picked it right off, and there's the inside of the motor. So we're gonna take some time and do this right, so there's no issues when my wife is out riding on it. Okay, we just took off the valve cover and all 4 bolts to expose the cylinder head. So drum roll. Oh, the heat shield's got it caught. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up this head a little bit. You see what I mean? Get this cleaned up. And clean up the valve heads a little bit as well. How's that look? Good as new, right? That's more like it. This is all cleaned off and ready to go. And the cylinder head is all pretty ready to go. I'm gonna throw some oil in there to lube it up a little bit, and then she's good. This is just a gasket. I had to say that in case somebody thought, oh, why don't you clean up that part too? That is a gasket. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and put some oil in there, snap it back together, and move on to the next. Okay, so that's all snapped back together now. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the casing and see how it looks inside there. But before I do that, we're gonna go ahead back over here and hit it with the black coat since the primer has dried up. Alright, I just hit her with the black coat, and we're gonna go ahead and let that sit for the same thing, about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're gonna go ahead and hit it with a second coat of black to really get it to stick. And then after that, we are going to hit it with the purple that she got, which isn't going to be the whole entire thing. It's going to be in certain spots, give it a cool kind of, design kind of look. So let's wait for it to dry. In the meantime, crack the casing. All right, drum roll number 2. Once I can get this off, which might take 2 hands. No, we're getting it. Oh, oil's coming out. Oh no, it's a lot. Oh, jeez. I thought having it on that angle would have been enough, but apparently not. Ah, there we go. Well, it's super black, but doesn't look terrible. It's actually not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and change it out anyway, but it's not bad. And the gasket stayed intact, which is nice. Usually when you pop a 212 open, or at least with my luck, the gasket breaks. And they're annoying to get, and even more annoying to remake. So, yeah. Alright, let's change this out. Ooh, yeah. That's actually really dark. A little bit of metal coming out of there too. But that's not too bad. That's actually in relatively decent condition in there. I can see the oil is a little bit shiny on the bottom, which tells me that there's a little bit of metal in there. So this thing was well overdue for an oil change. So while we got it open, might as well clean it out. Here's the carb cleaner. This stuff is like liquid gold. It goes without saying that somebody was obviously in here before. Here's the fuel sensor, and you see that black thing in there. This is where the sensor used to be. Sorry, down there. That's where the sensor was, and obviously the governor. You can see that screw hole at the top, where there's like a little nipple right there. That's actually right on top of here. This is where they had the high temperature gasket sealer. So we're gonna go ahead and we're actually going to weld this shut, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And as for this, we're going to go ahead and throw a nut and bolt where the oil sensor is. Just went ahead and put this nut in here. It's got some O-rings on the end. See that little black right in there? Some O-rings right there. And then a nut and a washer on this end. And that'll do that. As for the top, I'll just drop a nut down there and go ahead around it and just weld it. And call that a day. Valvoline 10W40. This stuff is like liquid gold, my guys. Sorry about that camera angle. Yes, sir. Yes. How's that look? Nice and pretty, right? A lot better than it looked before.
10W40. This is what I use for all my Predator motors. High mileage. This stuff works great.
So that'll go ahead and wrap that up for the motor, which is in much better condition than it was before. I even cleaned it up a little bit with some carb cleaner. But now I'm going to go ahead to the frame, hit it a couple times with the purple paint that my wife chose, and yeah. And that will wrap it up for today's video, guys. Here's the kind of design we got going on here. It's kind of hard to tell because it's getting dark out, but I mean, it'll look a lot nicer once everything's back on there and pieced together. I plan on coming here tomorrow and remounting the motor and the tires and all that stuff, handlebars, whatever. But you know, I'm in no way an artist, but I'm just trying to make it look new again, you know. Motovoxes are great frames. They're small frames, but they're great frames nonetheless. So, yeah, looks pretty dope. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.